In this video, I want to give you some ideas about how you can project presence and authority at your next meeting. The first thing is to be smart for your next meeting, to dress appropriately and to dress well within the constraints of what is right for that meeting. Think about your accessories too, because a lot of the way people judge us as soon as we come into a room is by how we look and how we present ourselves. If you've got a scrappy notebook, if your clothes are not properly pressed, if your pen is a cheap biro that you've already chewed, then people will be less inclined to have confidence in the things you say, even though there is no reason to think that the two things go with one another. If, on the other hand, you're dressed appropriately, your clothes look right for the part, and are smart within that context, if your notebook is neat and well kept, and your pen is in good condition and works first time, if you look like you're organised, then people are likely to respect you and what you have to say. Secondly, think about your posture. When you come into the room, come in an upright posture in a confident manner. When you sit down, sit upright. Yes, if the meeting is a relaxed meeting, then relax with everyone else. But always show that you're alert through your body language. Look at the people who are speaking, listen to them, pay attention. Keep your head and shoulders in an upright position even when the rest of your body might be reclining. For maximum impact, choose a position around the table or around the room so that you're either opposite or close to the chair. These will give you the maximum opportunity to attract the chair's attention and to influence the flow of the discussion. Be aware, though, that sometimes the person who sits directly opposite the chair is in a mood to be confrontational. And if that's not your intention, then you need to manage that by nodding appropriately when the chair is speaking to signal that you're not in a confrontational mood. But often sitting adjacent to the chair, one or two places to their left or to their right, is close enough that you can easily attract their attention, but not directly in their eye line. When you sit down, arrange your notebook, your pen, your papers neatly on the table. This is not about being overly fussy about perfect square, perfect lines, but it is about showing that you're businesslike and organised. If the chair doesn't introduce people around the table and you don't know the people there, or if you suspect there are people in the room who don't know the people there, ask for introduction, suggest it to the person who's chairing. That way you're showing everyone that you care about good communication and good relationships. If you don't know people around the room, make notes as they introduce themselves. That shows them and the people around you that you're interested in the people in the room, and that way you're likely to calibrate your comments appropriately. Be constantly engaged with what's happening in the room. Be alert, pay attention to who's speaking and what they're saying. Turn your attention to them and avoid side conversations or getting caught up with other things that aren't part of the meeting. I will always want to put my phone on silent and turn off my devices. That way I know I'm not going to succumb to distractions. And of course, you may want to take notes. That's fine. But make your note and then look up and address your attention back to the person who's speaking. A key skill of projecting presence and authority at meetings is to listen a lot and to comment a little. When you do make comments, stick to things that you really know about and things where you have something of substance to say. The three things that contribute best in terms of authority are good questions, drawing an insight from the discussion that nobody has drawn yet, or making a clear summary of what's been said or what the issue at point really is. And finally, when you do contribute, either because you have something to say or because you need to answer or respond to a question that's been directed at you, respond in a structured manner. Do take a look at our video on structured response formats for some tips as to how to do that. So, a meeting is an opportunity for you to demonstrate your professionalism and to build your reputation. Use meetings as a chance to project presence and authority. And here I hope I've given you some really useful tips for how to do that. Please hit the thumbs up if you like this video. There's loads more great content to come from Management Courses. So please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so that you don't miss any of it. I'll see you in the next video, and in the meantime, keep learning.